The Holmes Group, consisting of Candace Halstead, Courtney Doss, Lauren Weiniger, and Kelly Brinkman, present a short dramatization of A Case of Identity by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. The story begins with Sherlock explaining to Watson that life itself is stranger than any work of fiction. If we were to look into people's house and see what's going on right now, with coincidences and planning, it is stranger and more complicated than any work of fiction. The fascination of life is in all the details. Newspapers and police reports skip a lot of the details that make the cases more interesting. I myself prefer to focus more on the intricate details in my cases. Speaking of cases, we haven't had an exciting one in a while.
Well, sir, that may be about to change. There is a woman standing outside the door. It seems as though she wants to come in.
Seems as though you're correct, my dear Watson. Come in! Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland.
Miss Sutherland, I see that you're a typist.
Yes, sir. How did you know?
Well, madame, I see it is my business to know things.
I see. Well, enough about me. I'm here to find out if you can help me locate a man that goes by the name of Hosmer Angel.
It depends. Tell me more about this Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Well, sir, I met him at a ball. It was against my stepfather Windibank's wishes for me to attend this ball, but he was away in France on a business trip. I decided to attend the ball since he was away. The week following the ball, Mr. Angel and I went on several walks together. On that first walk together after the ball, he proposed to me. Hosmer and I corresponded by letter. I always left my letters for him at the Leadenhall Street post office. We planned to get married while my stepfather was gone. He was to be leaving on another trip to France soon. We planned to marry on Friday. However, when my groom's cab arrived at the morning of our wedding, he was not in it. I have not heard or seen of him since.
Any other important details about this man that I should know?
A few other things. He has a whispery voice due to an illness he had as a child. He also has weak eyes, so he wears dark glasses. The final piece of information I have is that he was a very shy man. He preferred to walk with me at night rather than during the day.
Thank you for these interesting details. Do you have any of the letters that you had received from him that you would leave with me?
Yes, here you are, sir.
Thank you. I will be working on your case. For now, though, I bid you good day, ma'am.
Thank you, and good day, gentlemen.
Well, Watson, this case is very cliché. After listening to the woman's story, I believe I have a solution. I will write Miss Sutherland's stepfather and ask him to come meet with me tonight at 6.
Why would you want to speak with Mr. Windibank?
You will see, my dear Watson. Please enter. Hello, sir. You must be Windibank.
Yes, that is me.
Your stepdaughter, Mary Sutherland, came into my office today and shared with me her distressing story. She fell in love with a man, and on the day of her wedding, he disappeared and hasn't been seen since.
Okay, so what does this have to do with me?
You, sir, tricked Miss Mary Sutherland. You didn't even ever want her to marry. You wanted the money she was earning. You disguised yourself as Mr. Hosmer Angel, gave her a man to love, and then disappeared, hoping that she would not find another man for a while, because her heart would still love Hosmer Angel. But she hasn't. Sir, there is no law to punish you, but the embarrassment this brings you will give you enough punishment. How foolish of you.
And how did you figure that out so quickly?
Details, my dear Watson. You must pay attention to the details.
Yay! The theme of our story is to pay attention to the details. We see this theme displayed in a couple times in the story. The first example of this is when Watson and Sherlock are talking in the beginning of the story. Sherlock explains to Watson that the details are stranger than fiction. This theme comes up again at the end of the story when the case is solved. Watson asks Sherlock how he solved the case so quickly. Sherlock goes on briefly to explain that he simply paid attention to the details of the case. There were also 2 literary devices that Sir Arthur Conan Doyle uses in this short story. The first is consonants. On the first page of the story, Holmes says, "A certain selection and discretion must be used in producing a realistic effect." The words selection and discretion in this case are an example of consonants. Consonance is the repetition of final consonant sounds. The second literary device used is alliteration. The beginning of page 3 gives us a description of Mary Sutherland. It says that her fingers fidgeted with her glove buttons. Fingers fidgeted is an example of alliteration because the initial consonant sounds are repeated.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching our short dramatization of A Case of Identity. We hope you enjoyed it.